Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones will come now in motion right. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On on 1st and 10. It's ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On the counter, ETN.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. Rashawn Bateman. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. ETN going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run with ETN. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Barton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action. Barton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A give, running right, ETN. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to make some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run once more with Taylor. puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And the slot man goes in motion left. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Down.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
One more time with ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner. Hip pocket or back pocket?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's got room. 45 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
This one completes Alec Pierce. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's good for a Colts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores to come back and win this game.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. ETN once more. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Got it. X3. 2-3. Stop.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
In motion goes the tight end. Third and 2, now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, That's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Barton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Barton, he finds his man, complete. It's Parsons, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Back to throw. Barton. And avoids the contact by sliding. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. Barton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the 1st of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now ETN to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Lawrence will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Bulldozes past him. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another toe for Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is brought in at the 21. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.